So our next topic or next we take property is taken elevation in boiling point. Delta TB. The study of this property, elevation in boiling point, is called as ebullioscopy. The study of this property, elevation in boiling point, is called as ebullioscopy. Is called ebullioscopy. So let us study this property, elevation in boiling point. Now to explain this here, we can take graphically. We draw the graph vapor pressure and temperature. Already we have explained to you that for a given liquid, the value of vapor pressure depends only on temperature and is directly proportional to temperature. If for a liquid the vapor pressure is directly proportional to temperature, meaning with rise in temperature there is increase in the liquid's vapor pressure. Now if I write one pressure can be taken, say 1 atmosphere. 1 atm can be taken as the pressure of atmosphere. It is atmospheric pressure 1 atm. So when the graph is drawn here, we get such kind of graph. It is the graph for solvent. Graph for solvent. That for solvent with rising temperature, what happen? Vapor pressure keep on increasing. Then at one temperature, where the vapor pressure of solution, vapor pressure of liquid or solvent become equal to 1 atmosphere. That is pressure of atmosphere. It is called as T0 B. It is called as the boiling point of solvent. Now if I take solution at same temperature, then in solution case what happens? At same temperature, solution will have lower value of, compared to pure solvent, solution have lower vapor pressure. Then to make solution vapor pressure equal to 1 atmosphere, we will heat solution to further higher temperature, and that temperature called as TB. TB is taken as boiling point of solution, and this term is called as delta TB, elevation in boiling point. Now let us define the term boiling point. I hope it is known to all of you. Okay, what is boiling point? By definition, it is the temperature at which the vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to external atmospheric pressure. I have taken that pressure as 1 atmosphere. It is normally taken. If it, in the question nothing is given to us, you take the pressure of atmosphere 1 atm and then do the question. So when we take solution, solvent taken here at for solvent, when there is rising temperature, vapor pressure keep on increasing, and at one point when the vapor pressure of solvent become equal to 1 atmosphere, their temperature is called as T0 B, the boiling point of pure solvent. Now if I take solution, it is the graph of solution, second graph. At same temperature compared to pure solvent, solution have lower vapor pressure. हमने पढ़ा था लास्ट प्रॉपर्टी क्या था? रिलेटिव lowering of vapor pressure. मीनिंग क्या होता है कि in the solution solvent, when we add some solute which is non volatile, what happens? There is decrease in the liquid's vapor pressure. So at same temperature the solution have lower vapor pressure. Then to make solution vapor pressure equal to 1 atmosphere, how it is possible? Heat solution to further high temperature. इसको हम और हीट करेंगे solution को. On heating, there is rise in the vapor pressure. So again one limit of temperature is reaching where the solution's vapor pressure become equal to atmospheric pressure, their temperature will be called as TB. TB is taken as the boiling point of solution. And you can see from the graph clearly that compared to pure solvent, a solution is having higher boiling point. That is called elevation in boiling point. How much higher is delta TB? How much higher is delta TB? If we add suppose more and more solute, solution of lower and lower vapor pressure, so we can have graph this way or the other way. So what happens? The elevation part will also keep on increasing. When in the same solvent we add more and more solute, on adding more and more solute, solution of lower and lower vapor pressure, then to make solution vapor pressure equal to 1 atmosphere, we need to heat solution to further higher and higher temperatures. So delta TB will be higher and higher. So delta TB depends on the amount of solute we add to the given solvent. So let us take relation first. This term taken delta TB is called as elevation in boiling point is equal to TB minus T naught B. Delta TB is elevation in boiling point, already written here. TB is taken the boiling point of solution, and T naught B is the boiling point of solvent. Then compared to solution, solvent have lower boiling point, or compared to solvent, solution have higher boiling point. How much higher is called elevation. So this term delta TB is elevation increase in boiling point. Okay, that is the solvent when we add some solute which is soluble but non-volatile, there is increase in the solution boiling point. How much increases? Elevation. And it is observed that for different solutions the delta TB value, it is directly proportional to molality of solution. Because we change temperature. अब बच्चे पूछते हैं सर मोलैरिटी क्यों नहीं लिया हमने यहाँ पर? एक्चुअली यहाँ पर क्या है कि we are changing temperature. We are changing temperature. So when we change temperature, what will happen? Molarity will not remain constant. So we take for that reason term molality, and delta TB depends on the molality. You can prove also mathematically. उतना नहीं चाहिए आपको, सिंपल ध्यान रखिए कि delta TB is directly proportional to the molality of solution, which is indirectly depend on the number of moles of the solute. So property become example of a quality property, and this expression write further in the form delta TB is equal to Kb into m, or this m is molality. We can write expression wise Kb into what is molality, weight of solute by molar weight solute. If I take Wa in grams, then into 1000. In solving question, this expression is very commonly. Say in the given expression, to convert the weight of solvent to kg, we take divide by 1000. In the given formula, I can take the terms. Wb is the weight of solute in grams. Mb is the molar weight of solute. Wa is the weight of solvent in grams. This term taken Kb, Kb is called as molar elevation constant, molar elevation constant, or also called as ebullioscopic constant. Ebullioscopic constant. Kb is called as ebullioscopic constant or molar elevation constant. For different solvent, the value of Kb it is different. Kb is different for different solvents. Kb is different for different solvent. But for the given same solvent, Kb will be constant. So for that reason, this Kb is called as molar elevation constant or ebullioscopic constant. or ebullioscopic constant. For different solvent, the value of Kb will be different. How this value of Kb we can determine, we can calculate, we can have expression which will help you to find the value of Kb if in the question not given to you. In the question mostly value of Kb will be given to you. If not given, you can calculate. By expression, we have expression for Kb. Let us see the expression. Okay, let's see the value of Kb. How for different solvent Kb is constant. This Kb is called as ebullioscopic constant or molar elevation constant. इसे क्या होता है? Molar elevation constant or ebullioscopic constant. So to find the value of Kb, we have expression. Kb can be taken by relation R T naught B square by 1000 LV or R T naught B square by 1000 delta HV by MA or R T naught B into MA by 1000 delta SV. These different expressions, they will help us to find the value of Kb for different solvent. In the given equations, the terms are taken like R is taken gas constant, R is universal gas constant. In this case, the value of R to be taken either in joules or calories. Either in joules or calories. Means the value of R is either 8.314 joules per mole per Kelvin, or you can take 2 calorie per degree. 1.97 होता है, but take for doing we take 2 for doing questions. 2 calorie per degree per mole. T naught B is taken the boiling point of solvent in Kelvin scale. LV is called as latent heat of vaporization in calorie per gram. Delta HV is called enthalpy of vaporization. रिलेशन क्या होता है एंथैल्पी और इसका एलवी का? एलवी इज टेकन डेल्टा एच वेपराइजेशन बाय मोलर वेट सॉल्वेंट. Here Ma is the molar weight of solvent. Molar weight of solvent. And this term delta SV is called as entropy of vaporization. Entropy of vaporization. What is entropy of vaporization? By relation delta H vaporization by T naught B, boiling point of solvent. So you can take the expression. If I replace delta H will be how much, then T naught B into delta S. यहाँ पे स्क्वायर है, यहाँ पे स्क्वायर नहीं है, यहाँ पे स्क्वायर नहीं है, because delta SB into T naught B is the delta H vaporization, enthalpy of vaporization. So you can see that for different solvents, they have different boiling points, different latent heat of vaporization, different enthalpy of vaporization. It is taken in calorie per mole. You must remember, we will take all the data R, delta H or delta S in same energy units. Maybe in joules or calories. So be careful in calculations if at all required. Generally, you don't get question in your examination on this calculation because it become lengthy calculation. But if at all you are given some question, so be careful about the units, especially the value of R, latent heat or enthalpy or entropy. They must be in same energy units. They all must be in the same energy units. तो डेल्टा SV is called entropy of vaporization, Ma is molar weight of solvent, enthalpy of vaporization, Hv रिलेशन क्या होता है enthalpy entropy का, ये रिलेशन है. T0 is the boiling point of pure solvent in Kelvin scale. It is the boiling point of solvent. Okay, so this relation can help us to find the delta Tb after calculation of Kb. So you can see clearly for different solvent Kb will be different. Like for water, the value of Kb is 0.51 या 5.2 Kelvin kg per mole. आपको याद नहीं करना है, don't worry. In the question, value of Kb will be given to you. In the question, the value of Kb will be supplied to you. So don't worry for the Kb calculations. Okay. Now let us take our next property, depression in freezing point. The next property is taken depression in freezing point. How we can explain first? Graphically we can explain here. We can take vapor pressure and temperature graph again. Now coming on the, you can take again graph, you can draw vapor pressure and temperature graph. In this case what happens, we take a given solvent. A solvent is given to you. On lowering of temperature, we decrease temperature. What happens? There is decrease in the solvent's vapor pressure. On lowering of temperature, there is decrease in the solvent vapor pressure. Now one point is reaching where the liquid and solid state are coexisting of a given substance. That temperature is called as freezing point temperature or the melting point. This straight line indicating the solid solvent. Solid solvent. आपको यहाँ तक दिया है T0F, यहाँ पे दिया है TF. Difference is delta TF. तो upper line indicating the variation of the vapor pressure with temperature. यहाँ पे क्या है lowering of temperature. We are cooling the solution or solvent to low temperature. At one point, the liquid and solid state of solvent are coexisting. That temperature is called as the freezing point of the solvent. Okay, the temperature at which the solid and liquid state of a substance are coexisting is called freezing point. That is T0F, the solvent freezing point. Now, if I take solution at same temperature, at any same temperature compared to solvent, solution is having lower vapor pressure. The solution is having lower vapor pressure. So what happened here? At the freezing point of solvent, solution is not freezing. Remember, whenever a solution is cooled, what happens? So liquid or solvent will first form solid solvent. Liquid solvent will first convert to solid solvent and start separating out from solution. If you take one example, sometime like in summer season, आप लोग क्या करते हैं? We take Pepsi bottles, Pepsi, Thumbs Up जो आप पीते हैं. Sometime they are kept in freezer. कि हाँ जल्दी चिल करना है इसको है तो keep in freezer. क्या होता है इसमें अगर आप देखें यहाँ से, if you leave for some more time, ice start separating out from the remaining content, liquid content. उसमें क्या होता है कि solid solvent will separate out from the remaining solution. So what happened? The solution is melting when only when the graph is melting on straight line of the given solvent curve. देखिए यहाँ पे क्या है, पहले क्या है, you can see the graph again once more. On lowering of temperature, there is decrease in the vapor pressure. But once a liquid is solidified, there is rapid decrease in the vapor pressure. Once a liquid is solidified, there is rapid decrease in the vapor pressure. क्यों? Because solids are less volatile. Solids क्या होते हैं? Less volatile. Solids have much lower vapor pressure than liquids. So once a liquid is solidified, solvent will have much lower value of the vapor pressure. So there is rapid decrease. There is rapid decrease in the vapor pressure of the solvent, and solution will have freezing point only where it is meeting this solid solvent curve. It is meeting at low temperature where solvent start freezing out from solution. So compared to solvent, solution having lower freezing point. Compared to solvent, solution have lower freezing point. So it is called depression in freezing point, delta TF. I hope it is clear. What is depression? Means it is decrease in the freezing point of solution compared to pure solvent. It is called decrease in the depression in freezing point. What is delta TF? It is T naught F minus TF. You can recall solution वहाँ पे क्या था? Delta TB in boiling point क्या था? Delta TB was equal to TB minus T naught B. यहाँ पर क्या है? Solvent have higher freezing point than the solution. So it is called depression in freezing point. In the given expression, what is T naught B and T naught F? It is freezing point of solvent. TF is freezing point of solution. TF is freezing point of solution, and delta TF is the depression in freezing point of solution. Delta TF is depression in freezing point of solution. Means compared to solvent, solution have lower freezing point. How much lower is depression? We can explain like the previous case. Like in boiling point graph, we can take delta TF is also directly proportional to the molality of solution or the amount of solute in which it is dissolved, and putting relation of molality and removing sign of proportionality, we can write delta TF is equal to KF into molality. So what is molality? Weight of solute by molar weight solute. W again weight of solvent in grams into 1000. In this case, M is molality, W we already explained to you. WB is the weight of solute in grams. MB is the molar weight of solute. W already given, weight of solvent in grams. To make it kg only, we take divide by 1000. And this Kf is called as molar depression constant. It is called molar depression constant, or it is also called as cryoscopic constant. Cryoscopic constant. And like the previous topic, I told you Kb value was different for different solvent. This Kf is also different for different solvents. Different for different solvents. At the value of Kf or Kb, Kb for the boiling points and Kf for the freezing points, base questions, the value of Kf or Kb are different for different solvents. Already explained to you how it is different. It depends on the solution freezing point. Expressions is there for this Kf to calculate mathematically as well. Even though in the questions it is rarely required. In subjective questions for practicing higher level questions, you can require calculation of KB or KF, but mostly in entrance based questions, the value of KF and KB will be given to you. Okay. So let us see how to find the KB or KF, how to find the KF value for different solvents. This KF for solvent can be taken as R T naught F square by 1000 LF or R T naught F square by 1000 delta HF by molar weight solvent, or R T naught F by 1000 delta S fusion into Ma. These all expressions can help us to find the value of Kf. Even though in calculations rarely you may be required to use these formulas, but you should know this relation. You can see in the given case, like the previous topic we have explained to you, R is taken as gas constant, universal gas constant. Value can be taken in joules or calorie units as per the question. LF, it is called latent heat of fusion. You can take in joules or calorie per gram. Then we take HF, it is enthalpy of fusion in joules of calories per mole. Joules of calories per mole. Ma is the molar weight of solvent in grams or gram per mole only, and this entropy, last one is delta SF, it is entropy of fusion. Again taken same units, joules or calorie per mole per Kelvin. Joules or calorie per mole per Kelvin. Value of delta SF. Okay. So in the given relation taken here, this delta SF क्या होता है? Enthalpy of fusion by T naught fusion temperature or freezing point temperature. Delta SF. So you can take the expression, you can put delta HF is T naught F into delta SF you can see in the expression clearly that यहाँ पे स्क्वायर नहीं है, यहाँ पे T naught F स्क्वायर है, यहाँ पे T naught F है, स्क्वायर नहीं है, क्यों? We can put delta H as T naught F into delta SF, तो स्क्वायर will cancel out. यहाँ पे LF क्या होता है? LF can be taken as delta H fusion by fusion temperature. तो यहाँ पे LF क्या पाएगा? सॉरी मोलर वेट सॉल्वेंट. What is LF? ये होता है पर मोल पर ग्राम कितना हुआ बाय मोलर वेट. Ma is the molar weight. तो LF क्या है? Delta HF by molar weight of solvent. What is LF? Delta HF by the molar weight of solvent. We have taken these two properties at a stretch: elevation in boiling point and depression in freezing point. You get sometimes question mixing both properties in same question also. So for that reason, anyway, we have just given the basic properties, and now we will take some question practice on these two properties: elevation in boiling point and depression in freezing point. Okay.